Greetings. Happy Tuesday. Happy snow day. Hope you enjoyed watching the snowfall ever so softly on all of our cars in the streets. Um, so this semester has started off pretty unusually. But I mean the good thing is that this is an online course, so you don't have to work through the hassle of getting to campus or worrying about the snow days because it's online. Um, But book issues, eh? Eh. Um, Most of the book issues seem to be worked out. There's still a couple of you who are having some issues, but don't worry about it right now. Um, we won't get into the book for a little while. To start off, to start off today, just a couple of announcements. Um, these announcements usually are to answer questions that you have emailed me. If two or three of you email me the same question, I'll probably make an announcement video and answer the questions that way. If you email me something that is specific to you, then I'll email you specifically. Especially since I don't put people's business out there on the interwebs. Um, so let's talk about our lessons here. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Boom. Okay. This should be student view, so this should be what you see. So let's go down to lessons, and we're going to go into the course cornerstone. So there's the first day welcome, which you should have seen already. So in any writing course, the first and basic lessons are the cornerstone lessons are the writing process and the 5-paragraph essay structure and strategy. So the writing process is a process for writing that we all have. Here, I show you the boiled down main parts of the writing process. And you can add more steps to it if you want. But out of all of the writing processes I've seen in textbooks, it boils down to those three parts. The 5-paragraph essay structure and strategy. This is a essay structure that we use usually in the Western part of the world. And this is the one that we're going to use for this course. You can use this structure and strategy for this class all the way through grad school and all the way through writing books and certain kinds of novels. So this is the structure that we use. It's just consider it bounds, like you're staying in bounds, like it just creates bounds for you. And as long as you can do whatever you want within those bounds, be as creative as you want within those bounds. But as long as you stay in the bounds, then you're in the structure and you're working the strategy that has been proven to be a best practice for making sure your audience remembers what you're saying. You want them to internalize it, keep it in their minds, keep it in their hearts. Yeah, because we're not going to be out here writing for nothing. We're not going to be out here writing just to put words on a page. We're doing it so that it communicates to somebody something that we want them to have and internalize. So writing process, 5-paragraph essay structure and strategy. And here is the spelling quiz list, number 1. So every week for 8 spelling quizzes, I'm going to say the words to you on a video, and you have to know how to spell those words for the spelling quiz. So for instance, if you click here, a video will come up, spelling quiz list number 1. Hit play, I'll say the words to you. If the word has a homonym or the meaning can be interpreted as something else, I'll give a sentence or an example of me using that word so that you know which word I'm talking about. Now, these are from the 200 most misspelled words in the American English language. So we're looking for American spellings here. If you choose the British spelling as opposed to the American spelling, it's going to be wrong. So make sure you know how to spell these words before you take the quiz. So now the video is available for you to listen to. The quiz won't be available until tomorrow. So it'll become available tomorrow at 6 a.m. So just listen to the words first, and you'll have until Sunday. You have until Sunday, through Sunday, to take the quiz. It's a multiple choice quiz. I give you 4 spellings of something that sounds like that word, and your job is to choose the correct spelling. And you best believe that I put in there as an option the way that people most often misspell that word. So make sure you know how to spell it. Make sure you know how to spell it. Make sure you know how to spell it. I like to give spelling quizzes, especially for my in-seat classes. One, because I think you should know how to spell these words, one. And two, because it's a practice for test taking. Not everyone is a good test taker, but you can become a good one if you develop the right test taking habits, which most of them are just getting comfortable to take the test and practicing. So consider this a test taking practice. All right, let me show you what these other ones look like. So the writing process, come in here, click that video and follow along. 5-paragraph essay structure and strategy. Come in here, click that video, follow along. And just like this is an online class, but you should still have notes. These video lessons that I make for you, they're there for you to look at, to watch over if you have to watch it over, but you should still jot down notes. Jot down things that are important, what sticks out to you, because the things that I teach you, you're accountable for them in this course. And the video is there. So I don't have to I'm not going to keep making videos saying the same thing over and over again. The video is there. You can just rewind it and hear me say it again. So when I give you a lesson, know that you are accountable for learning this information. Yeah, yeah. I'll give you the best practices for things, and then I'll explain, or I'll give you the best practices and the standard lessons for things, along with, some advanced psychological strategies for writing and keeping your audience engaged and making it fun for yourself. All right, so we have that. Course cornerstones, writing process, 5-paragraph essay structure and strategy, spelling list number 1. Extra credit. Extra credit, I usually assign extra credit later in the week. So if I give this lesson on Monday, then I'll usually assign extra credit on Wednesday or Thursday. Since this lesson is on Tuesday, I'll assign extra credit on Thursday. Extra credit is extra. You don't have to do it, and I don't want you to be focusing on it as a main part of the curriculum. If you are done with the week's lessons for the week, then and you have time and you have the energy, then you're gonna do the extra credit. I'll explain the extra credit on Thursday. But it's always, unless otherwise stated, going to be a 3 paragraph essay and a 2 to 5 minute video talk. So you'll have to, like I'm talking to you now, you have to talk to us. Yep, that's that's how it goes. And that's why it's worth so much. It's worth 7 points added on to the final draft score of whichever essay we're working on at the time. It's worth that much. So yeah, if you want to do it, then you can do it. But you got to do the whole thing. The 3 paragraphs and the 2 to 5 minute video talk. All right. So complete lesson 1, and I'll see you on Thursday. Later.